Okay. That's alright, I forgot to move this before I started. So do I have it? No, yeah, that's good enough. You're not looking at me anyway. You're looking at this stuff. So I'm in a GT4, Lime Rock Park, I think it's called. Grand Prix circuit. So it doesn't go up the hill, it goes through the chicane up the hill instead of just going around and up the hill. Formation lap. Where am I? Fourth. So qualified alright. Half the field probably didn't qualify, so that's. But these things are deadly on cold tyres and brakes. So you might notice I'm sort of riding my brake pedal here. More worried about my brakes than I am the tyres. Stop being jerky now, I'll just I think there's 15 people in this row, so some at the back might have panicked at that corner thinking they weren't going to get to the start line the way everything sort of shot off. Post car's going to go off, which it has. Oh mate. Blinding stuff. Definitely not fair. Don't know what happened. But now I'm here, I'm going to play the long game, get some heat into my brakes and tyres, so it stops and goes and turns. Roughly enough from was their own growth. Like that. He doesn't know my cutting plan, and I'm setting him up for a few corners in the future here. Another one. My cunning plan coming to fruition. gave him the Vulcan mind meld and scared him off the track. Didn't need to go back to second for that one, but shut off. I'm into 6 now. I think. Should be. There's 2 cars that just had dramas. Don't think those things, Gav. Totally unnecessary going back to third. Why are you doing that? I don't know what people personally think of the Mustangs. I think there's going to be a lot of people pick it up because they like the Mustang, others because it's a new car. Some thinking there's going to be an advantage somewhere in it. I don't particularly know the nuances that well to be able to tell you where one car's faster than another. People different. Whoa. Right, a little bit there. I don't know that the car's been an advantage to me over what other people have been using. other than my start, when I was sort of mixed in with all the other cars, it just blitzed them from the start. That was amazing. And I was trying to hold it as straight as it could go, but I got turned in or turned into, I don't know which. I will check the rules, or the video I should say, the replay. Oh, it's enough track for that gap. Someone else is just there. The mirror. Charlie's going on behind. Well done, Mark. Good battle, bro. Now, where am I?
Hey, parking on the main street, so could have known that.
Hey, parking on the main street, so could have known that.
Alright, let's... Okay. I'll go to far chase rather than chopper on this one at this point. So everyone's still in profile. Go, he's off. Dude. Now, just let's now go to the chopper. My question right now is, as old mate here deviated from that driving line, which appears to be a pretty straight view, I'm going to go for cockpit, and then I'm going to try and not talk weird. Who do I want? There we go. That is the car, okay. Mr. Luxembourg. I don't see a steering wheel, so that's not helpful, but from that it looks like I just turned straight into him, didn't it? There's so now, into the first corner, damaged car, and last. Well, second last. Oh, who was that? Oh, sorry, Andre. There goes two more. My screw up cost you the race. couple of feet on the inside that you could have actually moved over and seen the car close. You know, racing is sort of like a fluid sort of thing, so yeah, I thought I was fluid enough to not be in touch with him, but I wasn't. So now I'm on cold tyre scenario. I'm not really sure how much damage I have created for myself. What I'm thinking here is just keep going, let them do what they do and crash. Admittedly, that's what I did right at the start, so, you know, I'm not standing in a glass house throwing stones. I screw up as well. I'm not Mr. Perfect. I'm an old dude learning this as well. Like, I'm not a race car driver. Like, you know, everyone else here is not a race car driver. We're learning this. So, it doesn't matter how old you are. You can be a 10-year-old rookie, you can be a 50-year-old rookie, you can be an 80-year-old rookie. Doesn't mean you can't drive. Driving is something I've always loved, so it's fun to me. And doing it sort of behind, like, anonymously, you know, it's just they're racing that car. I don't know who Andre is. Andre was in the Aston Martin that I smashed at the start. Sorry. But because these races, the fields are picked, it's pretty random. You got to be a similar strength in your I rating, plus have the licenses to be able to join open races that even like content creators. It's like, just because they're content creators and seemingly pretty good drivers, well, most of them are, put it that way. Not all of them. I'm one of them, so shit happens. But the really good ones that we watch, say Jimmy Broadbent's, Dave Cam's, Super GT, Basic Ollie, Game of Muscle, there's lists and lists, boosted media in Australia here, McLeod 40, there's lots. Anyway, the fact of the matter is, for a content creator to arrive in a race and like there's another content creator, it's a pure coincidence. Even those dudes, they might have similar licenses and I ratings and all the rest of it, but even when it's that, there's still like groups of people. Like there might be 50 people that have got a similar sort of I rating and license that you've got. If there's only 20 in the race, well, there's a chance you might know someone. But in these fields where there's like, at this level at the lower end, there's like, seriously, there's 200-300 that sign up for a particular race. So, yeah, chances of you knowing someone else is purely random. So it's, unless you create a lobby and do something like that, you're not going to race with your mates. So yeah, everyone is a random person, and you can be completely anonymous. No one knows that I'm a really old dude. You know what I mean? There's 4. Poor old mate down here I took out, disconnected. So there's only 8 left at the end, and 7 and 8 were 2 laps down. There were only 6 still running on the lead lap out of 15. Like, really? It just shows you, doesn't it? Dirt road. Okay, I attempted something in dirt road, but I don't think it was ranked or anything, so. Oh, dirt oval. Why does it say 1350? And my R rating's 1311. This one's 1480. And it says 1350.